there, everybody, and welcome. My name is Rick Usa here with Airgunweb, your home for old school airgun reviews, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Today's video, yeah, I've been really wanting to get my hands on this one. Before we start, I want to say thank you to FT Airguns. That's today's video sponsor. FT Airguns is a brick and mortar shop, Dallas-Fort Worth. If you guys are in that area, you got to go check them out because, you know, I've seen the FX Impact Mark III. That when they were here for Airgun Expo, I shot this gun. I love this gun. If there was a gun from the entire expo that I wanted, it was this gun. And now I have this gun, and we are going to be putting it through its paces. But that's all thank you to FT Airguns. So please check them out, www.ftairguns.com. So what are we doing today? Well, we got a bit of wind. And so accuracy shooting may not be in the cards today, especially for small bore, but this is a 35 cal. I do not know what is pushing for power, and I have not changed any of the settings that it was sent to me with. The reason is, this is one very, I won't say complicated. It's definitely an enthusiast air gun. There are many, many settings between hammer settings. I think it has multiple regulators. I'm not going to try and pretend to be an expert on FX air guns. You guys have been wanting me to work with FX for many years, and it's, look, I have wanted to. I've not had the opportunity until my connection with FT Airguns. So, and also some other companies now they're carrying FX. But this is very cool that we have this representation, and I'm excited to kind of learn about this upper end enthusiast level product that has just a ton of, adjustability and power and just everything. Right now it's set on 7 for the hammer spring. I think that is our, all right, our first reg is about 140. Our back reg is a little bit less, looks like. And we're filled to, I didn't fill this. We should be fine. We are at 220 bar right now. It fills to 250. If we're shooting and we need to go put air in it, we'll just take a pause and go do that. Again, this is 35 cal. This is the big boy. This is the longest barrel with the power plenum. And I wanted this specifically because I want to shoot coyotes at long range. And I don't know of another gun that's going to give me that ability, really, just out of the box like this thing can do. And it is a super huge thank you to FT Airguns for making this happen. What we're going to do today, because we do have some wind, is we're going to shoot at 50 yards just to get on target. And then we're going to move to 100 yards, shoot some steel targets, and see, you know, if we can kind of glean a group size out of it, because they're painted targets. You're going to see where the pellet hits. We'll check our holdover. I was doing a little testing. And before a final sight in at 50 yards, I'm 5 mils high. It's putting me pretty much dead center of the gong down there. And yeah, the group was a couple inches maybe. And I was shooting rapid fire. I am extremely impressed with what this gun brings to the table. So we're going to go ahead and load up the mag here. I need to count how many shots we get. Let's see. So I had somebody recently ask me on a live, what's the most powerful, most shots, most quiet, etc. This probably going to be it as far as my knowledge of air guns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pellets. I bet you're going to get at least three mags at the way it's configured. And I don't know what we're doing power-wise. Did this last time. Get in there. There it is. Once you're locked in, you're fine. It's just sometimes that first time it doesn't want to go. All right, so here we are. It's not ideal for the rear bag I'm using here, but we will see. I'm using a Hawk Frontier scope, first focal plane. It is a 5 to 25. This is their 30 mil, so it's one of their previous models. All right, so we're going to shoot the bottom center bowl. Let's see what this comes back like. Again, I haven't done a final sight in at 50. I was just shooting rocks on a hill, so let's just see what it's like. Okay, I need to move my crony. Maybe I can move me. That was pretty close. Just to the right, just to the left a little bit. Let's just take another shot. Now the crony I'm using is one that has built-in lights, but the app doesn't work anymore. So when I see the number, I'll let you know what we're getting. All right, so second shot here. All right, so we are not capturing. All right, we'll give that a shot. Okay. Well, it's a pretty day today. A little breezy, but pretty. Super quiet. Now we are looking at a 35 cal that is really, really quiet. We'll get into all of those details later. Trigger pull, crony tests, pellet tests, slug tests. If we can find some slugs that'll work. And also DB tests. We'll get to all of that at some point in time. This gun is now part of the Airgunweb /GTA arsenal, so it's not going anywhere. It's a fixture now, so we'll be able to work with this probably over the next year, at least the solid next 6 months. You're going to see this gun on the channel. Super excited about that. All right, here we go. Another shot. Okay, 704. I would have to do the math because this isn't going to give it to me. But I was expecting a little bit more out of it. But we are at like a lower setting here. So again, I'm not going to touch anything because I actually want to have a conference call with these guys, with FT Airgun, and talk to Manny and say, all right, what knob does what? What should I turn? What should I turn? What can I expect when all of that happens? The cool thing about it is that when you call him, you'll actually be able to get that kind of help, which, you know, the opportunity of working with a small boutique shop, that's the benefit because they can give you that individual time. It's very, very awesome. All right, let's see if I can bring the center. Still a little left. 703. Boy, it's consistent. Now it's going right. 709. All right, I don't want to chase this back and forth left and right. So let's just see. I'm going to move up to the upper bowl. And then once we're done with this, we'll do a 5-shot group here. I think it's close enough. We're going to go down and shoot some steel targets at 100 and see how she does down there. Yeah, that's decent. I don't like the hold in the back. I need to hold the front. There it is. Okay, that is stinking awesome. We're at 707, so the consistency is there. We're just over 700 feet per second. I believe, like in the 900s, you're looking at 150 foot-pounds, so I don't know what we're doing for foot-pounds here. I'll put the numbers at the bottom when I edit this video, or if my sister edits this video, we'll put the numbers at the bottom so you guys can see the energy we're getting. But again, as much as I really want to crank this knob right now, I'm not going to do it because that'll be, you know, a topic for another video. Now, I'm wondering, should I fill it up or are we good to go? We're fine. We're at 200 bar. So I believe this is probably set up for shot count right now. and target shooting rather than hunting, which is again the coolness of the platform because you can do both. Some guns you buy and it's just a hunting gun. Some guns you buy, it's just a target gun. But the wide range of adjustability you have on something like this gives you that option that you can do both. As long as you have the right tools, your chronograph, whatever tools you need, patience, lots of pellets, etc. You need all of that and experience before jumping into something like this. I don't know that I'd recommend this for your first air gun, but after you've been in the sport for a while and you want to start tinkering with something, this is definitely going to be an option. Okay, we're going to take a break for just a second. We're going to move the 50-yard camera down to 100 and just set it across the various targets. And we'll be back to shoot 100 yards in a little bit of a breeze with the FX Impact Mark III 35 cal. Be right back. All right, so you guys look down there. We've got a bunch of steel targets. Those are at 100 yards. We've got a large disc, which we're going to start on and see how we do. Then we got a little chicken. We'll see how we do on a chicken. And then we got the bullfrog targets. And I did the math. We're right at 90 foot-pounds, which that's no slouch. We are talking 35 cal pellet, and we are nowhere near the max output of this gun. So it is, that is impressive. Very excited to see what we're going to be able to get out of this over the long term. All right, let's see here. Put that back together. I love these magazines. Okay. Okay, are we locked in? We are. Yes, okay. All right, so before I was shooting at 5 mil holdover. Now, this is the first focal plane scope. So as you change your distance and your magnification, as you change your magnification, I should say, your mil dots actually go with the picture. So it's actually really cool. I really like that from a hunting perspective. So here we go, 5 mils holdover. And I'm going to hold up here because I feel more comfortable that way. And let's see here. Yeah, it's 1. Oh, you know why? Because I held over 3, not 5. That would do it. Let's do that again. There it is. Okay. All right, so we are absolutely on target. I am a little bit left. I think we're going to go to the chicken. Shoot the chicken. Now, if I can remember to count my mil dots, it'll be all right. All right, Mr. Chicken. I'm going to aim a little bit right. I don't remember if I cocked it, so we're going to fire. Just check it. No, we're fine. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about the shooting experience because I haven't done so yet. It's freaking awesome. The trigger is gorgeous. There's no noise. I mean, it's so quiet. I don't know how they do it. Don't care. It's super, super quiet. Yeah, everything is just, well, it's what you would expect at a product at this price point, right? This is certainly not an entry-level air gun. It's way up the tier of air guns on the price scale. So you would expect it to give you exceptional performance. So far, it's performing well, and the shooting experience is also very, very nice. All right, let me try shooting the chicken. I still don't remember now if I cocked the doggone thing. Let's see. We were shooting there, and it was hitting just a little left. We're going to give it just a little bit of, a little bit of right hold. There it is. That actually hit pretty much center. Let's try center. Oh, Oh, went under it. There it is. All right. I was holding a little bit right, and it was actually landing right this time. Now I'm going to move over to, this would be a little bit more of a challenge. Okay. The wind is now dead calm, and we sighted this in with a little wind. So let's see how this goes. Okay. A little high. Oh, right dead center. That was beautiful. Let's go to the one next to it. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. Yep. One more. Oh, come on now. Oh, she's wobbly. All right. I am going to try hitting the second to smallest one. And I'm going to give myself 2 chances to hit it. If I don't, I'm stopping. And we're going to just wrap this video up because I think we've demonstrated enough that this gun can flat shoot. And we haven't even scratched the surface of what someone can do with this platform. So 2 tries, win or lose. Let's see what happens here. Now the wind picks up. Great. A little bit of a challenge, right? Oh, just to the left. Oh, I'm out. How dare it? How dare it run out of pellets? Okay. We only need a couple. Should I say that that screwed up my concentration, so now I take 2 shots? I think so. That has messed up my calm and my shooting calm. So now I'm taking 2 shots. Come on. Really? The wind decided to blow. Now when I'm shooting the teeniest, well, not the teeniest, but almost the teeniest, tiniest little pellet or little target. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Last one. I winged it. Okay, that's it. I think you guys get the idea, like I said. The group at 50 yards was like that. It was awesome. And then as we marched out to 100, obviously there's some variations. The guys at FT Airguns told me that this is a hunting rifle. It's not a benchrest target rifle per se, although I'm not convinced of that, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more shooting with this at the bench to see exactly what we can squeeze out of it for optimal accuracy. But the reality is we got 90 foot-pounds here, which is more than enough for some coyote hunting just as it sits. But I do want to get this over 100 foot-pounds, so we're going to work on that next and see if that makes any changes to our accuracy. And then we'll also start looking at, are there some slugs we need to be looking at, something that it gives us the optimal energy, optimal accuracy, and optimal, hunting power. So that's really, that's the goal. But that's going to be it for now. My name is Rick Usler here with Airgunweb, your home for old school airgun reviews where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.